So, I enjoyed Killers of the Flower Moon, as you might remember from my video I made about it a couple weeks ago. So, as I do with most movies I enjoy, I see if there's a book based on it, and there is. So, I read the book. This is a pretty short book. It took like a week to read it, and I gotta say I enjoyed it more than the movie. While I did enjoy the movie, one of my complaints in the video I made was that it didn't focus as much on the investigation, and it focused more like on the people who did the crime than the actual victims. And I think this book corrects it on both accounts because the first half is based on Molly's experience, and the second half is from the POV of the detective who was played by Jesse Plemons in the movie. And I think it made for a much more enjoyable read. Well, not enjoyable, because obviously these are like horrible events that happen in history. I guess more like of an interesting read is what I meant to say. Usually when I'm like doing a book review, I hold the book up while I talk about it, but it was a library book and I had to return it because somebody else had a hold, and I didn't get time to make the video while I had the book with me. You guys don't care about that. Let me move on. But yeah, I like the movie. It delves really deep into how brutal and sadistic these murders are and how it impacted the people in the tribe. And it's what I like too, though, is it explains how these are still remembered today, if not by the general public, than the Osad's tribe themselves. And it just kind of shows like um, back then there was a lot of discriminatory practices against it, how hard it was to even try these criminals in the first place because the white dudes in the 1920s, of course, they'd be believed over the Native Americans. Very tragic set of circumstances. I love how much research went into this book, how we talked to so many different people, including the descendants of Molly Brookman herself. That was really cool. I do appreciate how true to the book the movie was in terms of like the events that happened, even if the focus wasn't quite where I wanted it to be. But yeah, I thought it was a very good read. I wouldn't call myself a history buff, but I do like reading about like specific events in American history. So I thought it was a good read. Um, a lot shorter than Oppenheimer was, though I feel like Oppenheimer was over like covered like decades, while this one kind of focused on like this 5 year period, so it makes sense. But yeah, thought it was a pretty decent book. Um, I don't think it would make my top 10 list of the year, but I still enjoyed it nonetheless. Let me know what you guys thought of it down in the comments below, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.